Good evening, everybody. This is Sam, and this afternoon I received my copies of Echolalia in Script, a collection of asemic writing published by Horizon Books. And I remember when the editor, the wonderful editor, Luke Hankins, inquired if I was interested in having my asemic works published in a book many months ago. I was very surprised and grateful at the same time. And now that the collection that I prepared is available to you, I just have to say how much joy I feel to see my work have a life of its own and have a relationship to the readers. So the book is a snapshot of what I was working on at that period of time. And as the relationship with the work evolves, I hope you continue to support my love for poetry and script. I'd really like to, first of all, thank deeply Valerie Lakin, Sandra Alcocer, David St. John, Lawrence Wheeler, and Michael Wiegers for offering me their book recommendation blurbs. Your support means so much to me, and thank you to those who contributed to the Kickstarter campaign in the beginning to make this dream come true. I'd like to read a short excerpt from the introduction for Echolalia in Script, and also read a poem called Echolalia in Script, because the lines in the poem are weaved throughout the book and are cross-linked to poems in the upcoming poetry collection called Saying Your Name 3 Times Underwater, which will be released in November or sooner by Lithic Press. So I relate to these two books as if they were brother and sister. So I hope you enjoy the poem, and I hope you enjoy the books. An excerpt from Echolalia in Script. So what is asemic writing? To the word purist, asemic is the absence of logical comprehension, just a writhe of ink or brushstrokes where mind and reason are absent of any association, and no meaning, even a title, is not given. I don't believe asemic writing is devoid of meaning. However, though I am only one of many practitioners worldwide, and there are many approaches and philosophies to this open writing form, the artist Paul Klee said, "One eye sees, the other feels." I often hear from audience members that asemic is a type of adult doodling, an aimless activity, but I believe somewhere in the pause between writing, seeing, and feeling is the silent electric current found in the heart, the soundtrack of the human body. I think that asemic script is the manifestation of that inner wiring, and once tuned into it, one can hear the deep innate sentiment that everyday language doesn't have words for. Asemic writing is a prototype to express a deeper feeling. W.S. Merwin says that poetry is really to say what can't be said. And the poet Marvin Bell says, what they say there are no words for, that's what poetry is for. But I invite you, for the sake of conversation, to play with this thought. What if poetry still can't convey the deeper image in writing? What is left? That is why I believe the open form of asemic writing expresses the inexpressible. Echolalia in Script. I heard you in the script, in the song, words found on the evening menu of apothecaries built from a detonation of stars. You said, sometimes not all light comes from above. So for 2 years, I wrote the recipe for my medicine of last thoughts, a 30-foot scroll thirsty for memory. Even the trees knew of my flawed desiderata, my failed cartography, my troubled cantatas, my echolalia in script drawn from watching flight patterns in the sky, where I saw my father carrying my mother and the audacity of the red egg on his back. My 3 a.m. pieta, of birds listening to their feathers grow. At night my God is a red swan, his heart is silver, his mind a moth. My alchemists dream in cursive, true languages born of beak and exhale, sometimes drawn from squid and saffron. These are the voices of my dead. This is their biology, a conception written with spit and prayer found inside a red box in the middle of the throat, an infant of pearl spat out by thoughts. This is the cracking of the fontanelle. This is the birth of ego. This is the pulse of my brown-eyed orphan. These are 21 psalms sung by his middle tongue. This is the song of the hum. Here is the translation. The parish of my body opens at 7, and the owls of the sun stretch a long sentence into a day. So here are the sapphires fished from my mother's mouth, boats of blue-black beings. So here, taken with one hand, the fish, the red fish with scales against its body. So here, a body, my church at night is a crutch, and these are ways to open its doors. The heart is a chandelier, its ink in our veins, our blood is a long red fish. I hope you enjoyed the book, and I hope you enjoyed that poem. Thank you.